Yeah, he certainly is, Laura. He's been a bit quieter on Twitter today, but he's certainly pushing in 6 states. He's pushing all those legal avenues. There's new lawsuits coming every few hours, really, it feels like. Nothing has so far gained any traction, but the president is reaching a few deadlines this week, Laura, so I think we might find there's a few final decisions this week because several of the states, such as Pennsylvania and Michigan and Nevada, have to certify their results this week. And once you certify the result, it's very, very hard for a legal team to overthrow that. So I think we're reaching the end game. It's taken a while. Not to say that the president will ever admit that he's lost the election. We shall see. But I think in the next 2 or 3 days, we're going to see some definite roadblocks that the president just won't be able to get around.
Yeah, we shall see indeed. Now, Joe Biden has, in the meantime, made some pretty crucial decisions. Important as well, how Joe Biden looks to be shaping his cabinet. What do you make of these appointments?
These appointments are interesting. He's basically named his national security team today. Antony Blinken, a very long-time aide as Secretary of State, Jake Sullivan as his national security advisor, a young guy but very, very close to Biden. Both these guys served in the Obama administration, and he's a raft of other appointments. He's appointed the first Hispanic head of the Homeland Security Department, the first woman as National Intelligence Director. So it's a very diverse cabinet that Biden is putting together. What it is, Laura, though, is the exact opposite of what Donald Trump did. Remember, he put outsiders in here like Rex Tillerson as Secretary of State, Michael Flynn in his short stint as National Security Advisor. This is a different sort of team. This is an establishment Washington team with long connections. It's the polar opposite to Donald Trump's team, which, of course, is what Joe Biden wants to do.
Yeah, it's really interesting when Drain the Swamp was so effective for Donald Trump, but I guess Joe Biden is the antithesis of that, and in many ways that's why he has been elected president. But is there a view in Washington that you can just wipe the last 4 years of Donald Trump and what he tried to do to the Washington establishment? I guess with these appointments, Joe Biden is giving it a red-hot go.
He is giving it a red-hot go. You can't really... there's a lot of Trump achievements in foreign policy and failures in foreign policy as well. Obviously, these issues, the Biden administration's got to chart its own course. But really, Biden is of this sort of era. He's of the establishment Washington, the Obama kind of scene, even the George Bush sort of scene. He really is a throwback in a way to that. I think after the Donald Trump experience, obviously he's been defeated in this election, Laura, I think there is a real feeling in Washington that it's not too bad to go back to what they knew and what worked previously, although there will be people who say this is not a great step forward. They're going back to yesteryear in the rear vision mirror. So there'd be quite different views about it, I think, in Washington.
What are the views, just quickly, about Donald Trump and, the threats to rerun for president in 2024? What does this do to the grand old party, the Republican, the establishment? Does this kind of limit the chances for the party to renew itself and move beyond a post-Trump era?
I think the party's very split, Laura. Yeah, it does to a degree because really it makes it hard, especially for people who want to run for president in 2024. Republicans like Mike Pence, Mike Pompeo, Nikki Haley, for example, they've all got ambitions, and they won't be able to do it if Trump says he wants to run in 2024. So I'm not so sure he has a mass of support inside the Republican Party for this, because the party would find it much easier to move on if Donald Trump moved aside. But I don't think it's going to happen.